Okay, welcome back. It's the two Mikes, although I'm not Mike. Where is he today, Mike Graham?
He's on family business today. One of his lads is having a birthday, so he's gone off to the middle-class version of Butlins called Centre Parks.
Oh, by the way, that's not fair.
Because it is.
Centre Park, and Butlins is much improved since you were there, down Skegness.
Listen, mate, when I won my Butlins Boxing Cup at Pwllheli in North Wales, right?
Yeah, but you were known as Michelle then.
I wasn't known as Michelle. That was the height of working-class achievement, but it's all very middle-class now. And as I say, he's in one of these huts in the middle of a forest somewhere, walking around amongst the trees and all that kind of stuff.
It's there's one over Elvedon Forest.
Well, he's gone to Cambridge to get to the one he's at, so that might be the same.
Elvedon Forest.
Is that Elvedon Forest? Yeah. Now listen, I heard somebody told me you'd been down at the boat show.
Yes.
When was that? Yesterday?
It was very nice.
Okay, and I suppose you took a glass or two of the bubbly, did you?
Well, it's very, very difficult, Mike, because I was on dry January, but I did say there could be...
dry January.
Yeah,
okay, now can I just tell you something? You told me the 13th.
Dry January, I did say it would not be totally dry. I said I will go quiet, but there could be the odd shower on the way.
And when did the shower
the 7th.
tipple out?
The 7th. It was my granddaughter's birthday, so she's
only 4.
Oh,
blimey.
So I had to... And her name's Rosie, so I had to have some Rosie. Actually, it's not Rosie. I did have a glass. Athena, she's beautiful.
Your 4-year-old granddaughter would have been mortally upset had you not partaken of alcohol on the day of her 4th birthday.
Correct.
She understands these things, yeah? Yeah, she's been brought up the right way, isn't she?
Yeah, so what about champagne?
Well, let me tell you about champagne. You may or may not have heard of a guy called Giles Coram, but he is a legend.
Giles Carruthers, not Coram.
No. Giles Carruthers is a completely different case, believe me. No, Giles Coram is, amongst his peers, rated as one of the greats. You know, he's a restaurant critique. He's, he specialises in food and wine. And his fantastic piece that he's written in the Thunderer this morning, Thunderer, of course, being the Times of London, one of the world's most famous newspapers, and I am 100% behind him here. This man, an expert in food and drink, writes a piece which is headlined, "Champagne is only good for cleaning drains." And oysters are just a naff and ghastly attempt at one-upmanship. That sums it up for me.
No.
I mean,
this man's been out with Donald Trump too many times.
No, he hasn't.
He is losing the plot, Porky. He hasn't got a clue.
No, I can't stand champagne. Champagne to me is a fate. It's unnecessary.
No, you just drink anything, though.
No, I don't.
I've seen some of the white wines you drink, honestly.
No. What's wrong with a £5 bottle of Pinot from Tesco's?
What is wrong with that? I've seen you were worse than that. You drink anything, you have it warm.
No, rubbish.
Yes.
No, that's absolute nonsense.
Listen, champagne has been around for a long, long time.
Let me explain.
Not everyone's cup of tea. And oysters, our very own Mersey oysters, are one of the best in the country.
Dublin Bay oysters.
Lochfine oysters.
Lochfine. Also, he knocks lobster. I can't stand lobster.
I love lobster.
Well, lobster's tough on the teeth.
No, it's not. No, that's a shell, you numpty.
No.
You're meant to crack it open.
No, you don't understand. When you chew into lobster, the meat, it's tough. I'm going to read this to you because only 1/3 of my heart works, so I wouldn't drink champagne anyway. But I do think it's a complete waste of time and massively overpriced. To pay 35 quid for a bottle of champagne is, in my view...
Waitrose was 31 the other day.
Well, you see, what a waste of time. You have 4 glasses out of it. Right, Mr. Coram says, we've all known it for years, champagne is nasty, acrid, and belch-making. It gives you a headache almost immediately.
No, it doesn't. He's a liar.
It gives you a desperate hangover.
He's a liar.
It causes embarrassing hiccups at glamorous parties. It comes in stupidly shaped bottles, and only the super privileged can open them without having someone's eye out.
This guy has lost the plot.
No, he hasn't lost the plot. I think he's absolutely right.
No, he's not. He's lost the plot.
So why do you defend champagne then? Because champagne,
I like it. That's why.
Champagne is the drink of the elite and the privileged.
No,
do you regard yourself as one of them?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah, not at all.
How come sometimes when you fancy a tipple after you've been working very hard here, you head to the champagne bar?
I've seen you give it large over in Covent Garden. There's a few nice ladies about.
No, not champagne.
Ordering a bottle of wine, which you clearly don't know anything about, and it's £64. Well, you can get a bottle of Parry Reunited and Waitrose for £31. So who's been flash? Not me.
No, that's very unfair. But I'm with you here. A lot of people drink it just for effect. I think it's dreadful. And the good news is, this is very, very good news, maybe not good news for snobs like you, but Tesco is, for the first time this month, going to overtake sales of champagne in this country.
I was with my friend the other day.
Oh, your friend,
who's in the industry.
No, you still had any.
He says the champagne houses have seriously underestimated the power of Prosecco.
Absolutely.
But Prosecco's a little bit too sweet for me. See, you like it.
No, I don't. No, I don't drink that either.
No, he has a coffee with 3 sugars in, Porky.
No.
So you like Prosecco, I like dry things.
I tell you what, we were in America last year, right, and we're coming back, and we were treated...
Lovely.
No, I'm not planning
Yeah, I
to
used the first time line, of course, Mr. Parry.
No,
thank you.
I'm not planning to go anywhere soon, so it wasn't. I was just telling you that what happened here. And they had a chap in the lounge there who was our mimosa waiter. Now, it's called mimosa in America. That's Bucks Fizz, right? It is mimosa, isn't it?
Why waste it with orange?
Well, that's the only way I can drink it, because I think that actually gives you a bit of a lift, you know? A little fresh orange and a few bubbles from champagne. And it's
No, I thought bubbles were attacking your heart.
Well, they do,
See,
but
once again, you're being a hypocrite.
No. What I'm saying is that if it's only half a glass of champagne, the bubbles are negated.
Don't you forget, I've flown with you.
Yes.
When sometimes I've asked you to pipe down or you're off at the next airport.
Oh, rubbish.
And you certainly had more than 2 glasses of champagne.
No,
so don't give me that.
Utter nonsense, and I'm not even going to comment on it. Now, the other one, which is absolutely banned, in addition to oysters and lobster...
By the way, I don't like oysters, but
you don't.
There are many, especially when they're in season, people love them. I don't eat oysters.
You don't eat them at all?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Because I don't particularly like them. I tried one, I didn't like it. So
aren't you supposed to slip them down your throat without even chewing them or eating them or something? Yeah. No. Now, the other one that they get here, and this I have a real position about, is foie gras.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, you shouldn't eat that.
Too rich for me.
Well, it's not just it's too rich, it's the way they make it. It's the way they feed false birds to try and improve the quality of the liver content.
I'm
glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. So this 7-day dry January, which you've now abandoned altogether, came and went, did it?
I did say it would not be fully dry, but I'd look
shower.
after myself in January. The odd shower, yes.
And you're back on the wagon now, are you?
Well, it's only 11:42, and I've not had a drink. If that's what you're asking.
What about the boat show yesterday?
Boat show, I did partake, and we had a beautiful Indian last night.
Right.
And I'm not name dropping here, but I've never had a bad meal at this restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Shai Kai in Crossrail Place under Dave's Sports Bar.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic.
Yes,
really?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't do poppadoms, so you may not like it.
Well,
but he refuses to do poppadoms.
Does he do naan bread?
He does.
Garlic
naan.
Oh, no, I can't eat garlic. I can't eat garlic. That kills me. I just don't eat garlic.
Let me tell you, it's a limited menu, but it's brilliant, and it's packed every night.
So if it's where I think it is walking distance from your apartment.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, easily walking distance.
So boat show, DLR, none of this, limos and all that rubbish.
No.
DLR, Canary Wharf, into the Indian, and in bed early.
Absolutely great. And did you manage to get your car in this morning without
I've got my car in, but there is a problem in the car park again, and I am going to inspect my car when I leave.
Yeah. Listen, the other one, by the way, and this is a new fad which people are taking. Have you ever had any of this? Raw water.
I don't understand. I've had some fresh water at the Burn at Blairbath Golf Course when I was a kid.
Out of the Burn?
Beautiful.
Well, like out of the stream?
Yes.
Really?
No, Burn. Out of the Burn.
Out of the Burn. Right, get this. Latest health fad is drinking raw water. You get it in bottles that have been pumped straight out of the ground.
Peckham Springs.
It is Peckham Springs. It is the very thing. Right, get this. Londoners... This is happening in London, are digging holes in their back garden, water's coming up, and they're bottling it and sending it away, because the latest health craze is to drink water that's just come out of the ground without processing it and without refining it.
Full of mineral.
That's what it says. It says drinking unfiltered, untreated water is claimed to be healthier by health gurus in San Francisco because it contains naturally occurring minerals. It does not have added fluoride, and it is not supplied through lead pipes.
Well, let me tell you, Porky.
Yeah.
See, you wouldn't understand this because you hate any sort of pet. But I have tried this with my Cocker Spaniel, Saxon.
What?
I've taken out a bottle of water in his bowl and put it next to a puddle. And what one does he go to? He goes to the puddle because it's full of goodness.
No, it's not. It's
Fresh
full
rain.
of filth and dirt off the ground.
Mineral. He goes there all the time, not the clean water.
I'm not sure about that, mate. I don't drink water anymore out of bottles because of the plastic. My war against plastic pollution.
Oh,
right?
hello. Jumping on the bandwagon again here.
No. I always say no.
You are a class joke.
No. I always say in restaurant, bring me tap water. Don't let me see any plastic.
Here's one.
Yeah.
Alan, tell Porky a £4.99 bottle of wine usually contains less than 50 pence worth of wine.
What?
Champagne is class, Alan, and worth the price tag in most cases. I bet Porky toasted the new year in with a bottle of cheap Plonk from his local corner shop.
No, I didn't. I get most of my wine actually from a Tesco's that I pass on the way home, and it's fine. And I refuse to pay anything more ever than I would say. I wouldn't pay more than about 11 quid for a bottle of wine. Why should you?
No, it was a £5 a moment ago.
Well, the £5 is what I regularly buy, but sometimes, I'll tell you what I will buy. I'll sometimes buy a fleury if I'm having cottage pie or something, and I will pay £11 for a fleury. So that's pretty good, eh?
We'll pass at that, 11.45.